Hi, good morning. Today we will discuss about new concept DSO. Okay, DSO and advanced DSO. So we will call in different names. In the older version DSO. This is SAP BW 7.0 version, BW on HANA, classic DSO and classic DSO. So we can call different names DSO or classic DSO. Okay. Here in BW4 HANA, we have a name as Advanced DSO. Both are little bit same. Okay. Okay. Here we having different types of DSOs. Standard DSO, right optimized DSO, direct update ADSO. Okay. In the older version, DSO will have a three types. So standard DSO, right time DSO, and direct update DSO. Whereas advanced DSO, we have four types. Staging ADSO, standard ADSO, standard ADSO, data mod ADSO, direct update ADSO. So if you go and attend the interview, every interview they will ask about ADSO, ADSO and DSO. So they will ask every interview. Okay, every interview they will ask. Okay. If you attend the interview, every interview they will ask, what is the difference between classic DSO and advanced DSO? Sometimes they will ask like, how many types of ADSOs? How many types of ADSOs? Okay. What is the use of staging advanced DSO? What is the use of standard advanced DSO? And what time we will create? Which scenario we will create ADSO? So different different types of questions they will put in the ADSO. Okay, ADSO and DSOs. And this is the key role in the while you are working with SAP BW. And without ADSOs, without DSOs, we will not complete the modeling as well. We should have ADSOs because by default it will have override property. Fine, okay. We'll see one by one. DSO means data store object. Data store object. DSO means data store object. Okay. Then why we have to create a DSO? What is the use and which scenario we have to create? Okay. Example ACC or S4HANA. Let's say DMart or Flipkart or some retail shop having. They are doing daily transactions. The transactions where it will store in ECC tables or S4HANA tables level, it will store the data. Okay, that data will we will fetch into the from ECC to BW, we have to fetch. That is our rules. Example, data is storing into web table. Here also same. The sales relevant data storing in this table. whenever we go to the Flipkart, whenever we go to the DMart, we will purchase one thing and they will immediately store the record into the ECC database or S4HANA database. They will store it. And we will create pieces, we will create processor and we will load data into the BW. And initially in the older version, if it is the older version, initially we will store data into the PSA. It will have complete raw data. It will have complete raw data. What is raw data? Whatever we have data into the ECC in this table, exactly it will be the replica of data, it will be there in the raw data. Okay, and also we have a few tables as well. VBUK table. Okay, so here VBAP table we have a order information. Okay, what order we purchased it? How about the status? Did you pay the bill or not? The order is delivered to the customer or not? That is the why we are getting the information from VBAK. VBAK is status field, status table, status. Okay, we given one order in Flipkart for laptop, for fridge, anything. Okay, we given an order, but the order is the status has to change. That means if the order is delivered to the customer, then status will change. I mean, order is delivered to the customer, and then once the order is delivered to the customer has to pay. Once he pay the amount, the status will change. Customer has paid. Okay, they will not check this order again. Okay, this order will not come to the reporting. Example, I have a open sales order report. Open sales order report. Okay. Initially, everybody will raise the order initially. Okay, once you raise the order, okay, immediately we have to check the delivery. Delivery is delivered to the customer or not. Okay, if it is not delivered customer, then in the open sales order, it has to come daily. I execute today report and in the report level, the record has to come because it's not delivered to the customer. Which orders are not delivered to the customer, those records has to come in under this report. Open sales order means not yet delivered to the customer. Those records. Which orders are already delivered to the customer, those should not come under this report. Okay, like this requirement will be there. Okay. This is first staging layer in the older version, PSA. Okay. Whatever we have order data, we'll store into the PSA. In the next level, we'll create write optimized DSO. In the next layer, we'll create write optimized DSO. This we will call as corporate memory, or else backup layer. So we will call as like no write optimized DSO will create. See, this is second type. Okay, right-hand DSO will create in corporate memory or backup layer. Okay, in the next layer we'll have standard DSO. We'll have standard DSO in the next layer, first one. Okay, so this we can call as like no acquisition layer or else propagation layer. Propagation layer. We'll call propagation layer. Next level we have a cube. That cube we didn't go still. Okay, cube. Data mart layer. So this is the real-time flow will be there. Okay. Here we'll have a multi-provider in the real time, multi-provider. This is virtual layer. So real time we have this is the flow. Okay, in the older version, this is older version. This is the report. Okay. BW 7.0, 7.0, we have this version. This is the flow. Okay, this is the flow. See, this PSA means we have to execute the info package. Otherwise, the data will not come from ECC to BW. Okay. So this is the flows. Okay. Clear? Huh? So which scenario where we are creating right MDSO? If you want to create right MDSO in this level, no. All data will come wrong. Data will get double. Okay. If you want to create standard ESO in this layer, fine. You can create it. Standard ESO anywhere you can use it. Standard ESO you can use anywhere. Okay, here also, here also, here also. You can use it anywhere because that will have properties, very good properties. Like whenever I create item DSO, it will store the data into the corporate memory level. Physically, it will store the data. Write item DSO will have only one table. Only one table. That is active table. That is active table. Example, I'm going to load data into the item DSO. Immediately, data will store into the active table. No need to do any activation step and all. Okay, the loading performance will improve. Okay, it will not take more time for write and DSO, but it will not support for overwrite. It will not support for overwrite. So this is very important. In the interview, you have to tell write and DSO will not support for overwrite. It will not support for summation as well. You know, right? Summation. Summation means 2 plus 3. How much? That is summation. 2 minus 3. This is summation. So whatever you are doing, arithmetical operations, plus, minus, division, multiplication, these are all summation. Under summation will come. Okay. So it will not support summation or override. And it will allow duplicates. It's allow duplicates. Duplicate means, example, I will tell you. Mm, in the Excel, we have 100 records. In Excel, we have 100 records. We loaded data into the item DSO. Now I having 100 records. And we are trying to load same data into 100 records. Here we'll have the 200 records. Again, we are trying to same 100 records to load to that here. We can able to see that if you load 10 times, it will have 1000 records. It will allow duplicates. If you load multiple times, it is going to double the records, double the records. Okay. And same situation, if you are loading 100 to this one standard as well, 100 records. If you load again here, it will not become 200. It will become 100 only. Because by default, it will support override. We'll see practically as well. Okay. If I load 100 times, if I load 10 times or 100 times also, it will be 100 only because overwrite. It is going to overwrite. If you are loading same record to the standard ISO, it will be overwrite. So by default, it will support overwrite support. And also some by default, it will be overwrite. And if you want to change to summation, you can change it. Okay, it will have three tables. Three tables like new table, active table, It's very important these tables, change log table, change log table. Okay. So it will override the duplicates. It will handle the duplicates means it will override the duplicates. Okay. Like this, it will not happen. In the right hand DSO, it will not handle, it will not handle means it will allow duplicates. It won't support for overwrite. It won't support for summation. If we load 100 records, it will get double. Again, if we load 200, again, if we load 300. So like this, it will increase every time. So right arm DSO, it will treat every time new record. Already you loaded the record. Same, if you trying to load same record as well, it will treat like new record. Every time it will treat like new record. Based on three key fields. Based on three technical fields. Like record number, record number, package number, package number, request number. Based on these three fields, it will treat every record as a new record. So these fields it will create by SAP. Automatically SAP will create. We are not going to create any field. SAP itself it will create. Based on these three fields, every time, every record it will treat as a new record. That is the way it is going to get double, triple, four times, five times, six times. But here we don't have these fields. In this next level, we don't have these fields. That is the way it is getting override. So here we having three tables, new table, active table, change in table. When I load data, so here we having only one table, that is active table. So if I load data into the right arm DSO, data will store into the active table, having only one table. Here, not like that. Here we having three tables. When I load data into the standard DSO, data will store into the new table. Okay, new table. We need to do the activation, data request. Whatever we load data, 100 records, we need to activate it. Once you activate the data will move from new table to active table, change in table parallelly and delete data from the new table. Okay. Always data available for reporting. We can create report on top of the standard ASO, but data should be available in active table. Otherwise, data is not available for reporting. Okay. When I load data into the standard ASO, data will store into the new table. Okay. If I create any report on top of this, it will not come to the report because data is available in new table. We need to do the activation. Once you do activation, data will move from new table to active table and change log table. I'm giving like no AT means active table, CT means change log table. So moving from new table to change active table, change log table. And deletes data from new table. Okay, once data is moved to active table, change log table, it will delete data from the new table. Getting? Okay, this is the important, okay. Standard ESV is very important. They will ask every interview. At least two questions they will ask you on top of DSO or ADSO concepts. Okay, right arm DSO, same, it will work same as staging advanced DSO. It will work same as staging advanced DSO. Here we have inbound table. Just the table names are changing, okay. Right arm DSO will behave like same like staging advanced DSO. Okay, it will not support for overwrite, it will not support for summation. Okay, it will have only inbound table. And standard ESO common. Standard ESO is common. Okay, inbound table, active table, change log table. Just name changed, new table removed and they given inbound table, active table, change log table. By default, it will support overwrite. Same properties will come. Same properties will come for standard ESO as well. Okay. And let's see in the system level. First, I will create item DSO and I will create a staging advanced DSO. We'll see in the system level. Okay. First, I will store some data into the ADSO level. So we having transactional data in this level. So one customer came and buy one product. What is the material name? So I'll give M1. I'll give M2. Okay. So like this I can load. Storage location plant will be same and the company code and sales are will be same most of the cases. And date I will give. KKK and once data is this data is raw data example. By using this I cannot able to understand completely by using this. So we will make this as a information in the system level. Okay, the file is created and I will save into database. I'll save as, you know, right? Everyone knows will create into the CSV format, comma delimited. TD. TD for DSO. Okay, I given TD, DSO. Okay, once file is created, and we need to make the same format in the DSO level. So immediately I will create one DSO. Okay. How I will create? First log in the system. Uh, how do I log in? Okay, I will log in this one, SAP login pad. This is SAP GI, SAP login pad. And then I will go to the system. Go to RSA1, mother of T code RSA1. And where you want to create, you can create it. First, you already created one info area, right? So there you have to create your objects. And where we have our info area. So choose that and there you have to create it. Right click and I will create this DSO. See here, click. I'm going to create classic DSO. So this name jet DSO I'll give 15. Okay. You test DSO. So no need to do anything. Just give the naming convention in the real time. Get it from your team lead or go to the some documents will be there. Okay. Based on this document, we need to update the technical name. And descriptions you can ask them. Based on the requirement, they will give description. And we are going to create the DSO. And now you can see here we having some settings. Okay, so by default it will create standard, but I need to create write MDSO. So by default it will be standard, direct update DSO and write MDSO. I'm going to select write MDSO. Okay, now I clicked on write MDSO and changed it here. Type of data store object. This is write MDSO. SSH generation during the reporting. Fine. And you can see external SAP HANA. No, I didn't. And allow duplicate data records. Yes. If you want to allow duplicate records, then yes. And then you can see here technical keys. You can see technical keys. I told you, right? Request and data packet and record number. Automatically it is created technical keys. For other areas, other DSOs, it will not create. Only for this DSO only it will create automatically requested. Semantic key and data fields. We need to add them. Okay, so this is not important semantic key. It will not. I mean, if you want to add, if you can add. If you don't want to add, you can add. Don't add also. Okay, now I will add it. Few company code I need to add. Okay, zero comp. It will come here. And next, uh, zero customer. Zero customer I will add and zero posting data. I'll see. Okay, where is the posting date? Zero start date. We'll see. If you have anything, it will come. Zero posting date something. Okay, let it be. I can see here posting date. Okay, I'm taking this posting date. So I'm adding these three into the semantic keys. You can see here semantic keys. And then remaining I will add into here. Go to projections and zero amount I will add here. So I'm adding zero quantity. So in this case, no need to add currency, automatically currency will come. No need to add unit. Once you add quantity, automatically it will come. Just observe it. Just observe it. See, I added only amount and quantity. Currency and the measure it is coming automatically. These are all started with the zero. I'm taking zeros. If you want, you can create objects. Okay, zero, zero, zero. I mean, these are all like no SAP defined objects, SAP delivered objects. So we did not create it. They given length and they have created ready-made objects. So mostly we will use the ready-made objects only, and remaining objects still there. Okay, I need to give zero material, zero material. Okay, zero plant. Okay, zero plant, zero vendor. I know the names, so that is the way I'm giving. Okay, zero vendor. Simple only. Zero material, zero plant, zero material, zero vendor. Okay, zero sales arc, zero star sales arc, zero sales arc. What is that? Zero sales arc. Organization unit. Sales arc. Where is this? This one. Zero sales arc. Okay, then zero sales arc and other one storage location. Storage location. Let me check. Storage location came. Okay. Once I enter, okay, it will come automatically these fields. I already taken date. Okay, I already taken date here. So date, customer, company code, I have taken it. So everything came. Storage location came and sales organization, vendor, plant, material. See, I didn't create any object. So this way, one day we'll do it, and tomorrow we'll create all info objects and we will do. Okay, and activate it. How many tables it will create for the right MDSO? Right MDSO will use for corporate memory and backup layer. Okay, it will allow the duplicate. It won't support for overwrite and it won't support for summation. Okay, only for backup purpose we will use right MDSO. We are not creating any report on top of this item DSO in the real time. Only for backup purpose we will create it. How many tables it will create? What is our DSO once you create? And this is the item DSO. You can see the symbol, okay? You can see the symbol. Once you create, we given only test DSO. See DSO 15 and see here this option. Right optimize DSO, the symbol will come. Okay, blindly you can identify this. Oh, once you see the symbol, oh, okay, right optimized DSO created. In the bracket, automatically it is coming right on DSO. Okay, now one step is completed. Okay, now one step is completed. Next, what step we need to do? Okay, we created right optimized DSO. I'm giving short right on DSO created. This is one step. Okay, one step is flat file, CSV file created. CSV file created. Second step is created DSO. And third step is create data source. Create transactional data source. Create transactional data source. If you have any doubt,